so much. And yes, we're back! We are! Now, a lot of people have been saying, why has it taken so long? What have you been doing? Well, hopefully, we can answer that with this short montage of what you can expect over the next 13 weeks.
Is that barrel gonna...
Fire everywhere!
Ah! He's gone! Look! Hang on a minute!
The nearest civilization is a town called Moron. In order to reach it, you must build the contents of these boxes. You have enough food for 7 days.
Oh, dear. Oh, God!
Were this not such a serious situation, it would be a good laugh.
There must have been 30 or 40 people in the room when the police arrived.
Whoa! Clarkson!
Jesus Christ, now I'm too close to the edge.
Let's sing a song.
No.
I am sitting where Jim Clark sat.
Going in hard and hard! We're fleeing!
OK, flee. Well, they'll be using a pistol, won't they?
I think you're going to like this series, and I particularly think you're going to like how it begins, because even over here on this side of the pond, we recognise that Detroit is the spiritual home to anyone whose communion wine is petrol and whose heart beats like a big, lumpy, wet V8. Which is why this week, and it's long overdue, the Grand Tour is off to the Motor City with an idea. Of course, the whole world knows that Detroit is now a shadow of its former self. But we also know that efforts are being made to bring life back to the ruins, with urban farms. Local people are being encouraged to grow kale and beans and seeds in plots like this, where houses and businesses once stood. It breaks your heart. I mean, this is Detroit. It shouldn't be a help-yourself pop-up street allotment for... These are the toys we'll be using. 3 American muscle cars, all of which have been tuned to a tire-shredding DEFCON 1. I have the Ford Mustang RTR Spec 3. Mr. Slowly has what's called the Exorcist. And in his whining Dodge Challenger Demon, Hammond has an erection.
make this, they took a Hellcat I drove on before on the show and just made it more of everything. It's what we need. Oh, for God's sake. Hellfire. This car is tuned by Hennessy. They've taken a standard Camaro and they've given it 1,000 horsepower. They haven't touched anything else, only the engine. Wheels are standard, brakes are standard, suspension is standard, bodywork is standard. It's all standard except the power. It's tremendous. It's idiotic, honestly. And yea, though I walk in the shadow of the valley of death, I will fear no evil. Because I am the Exorcist.
May look small and delicate compared to the other two, but be in no doubt it has the muscle car credentials. Oh yeah. The fact is that the engine in Hammond's car is a push-rod, two-valve iron museum piece. May's car, yes, it has 1,000 horsepower, but it's running on standard brakes. This is just a little bit cleverer. They haven't just put a supercharger on it and left it at that. They've stiffened up the suspension and lowered it and stiffened the anti-roll bars. So, it could do this. Anthony Joshua of muscle cars. Big and brawny, but it has brains as well. Then there's its name. It's the RTR, which stands for, and I'm not making this up, ready to rock.
Chaps, did you know mine only comes with one seat as standard?
Really?
What?
As standard, you get one seat in a Demon. You can opt to have the others put back in, and it costs you $1.
Which seat do they put in as standard?
Eventually, we decided to pull over in our motoring theme park to see which... Get a bloody move on.
Sorry, so we can't do it. I'm sorry.
We can.
Three, two, one. I don't want to sound like you, but the launch control of this car is so complicated. There's a YouTube video about it, and I have watched it, but I've forgotten.
Finally, I waved the white flag. And then we took a closer look at the savage beating heart of the Exorcist. And that's a standard Corvette engine, basically,
Z06, yep.
with a supercharger plonked on the top. That's there, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
2.9 litre supercharger.
So the bit they've bolted to your engine is bigger than most European engines.
Yes.
So's the one on mine. It's 2.7 litres.
Yeah, not as big. The point is, Simon, this is the Exorcist. The job of the Exorcist is to vanquish the demon.
It's like, you remember in the 60s, I think Di Tommaso made a car called the Mangusta, which is Italian for mongoose.
Yes, and a mongoose can kill a cobra, can't it?
That's why they did it.
Yes, but this hasn't vanquished the Demon. It hasn't beaten it.
Tell you what, why don't you find a racetrack or a runway somewhere, okay? I'll gracefully bow out, and we can have a race between good and evil. First, though, we decided to find out which of our cars makes the loudest noise. There were, of course, many possible locations for this important test. But eventually, we found one that was absolutely ideal.
Since the owners feared the noise from our engines would bring down the crumbling roof, we were given protective clothing.
I'm going to put this on because the...
Wheel spin, that just makes a huge amount of noise. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, God. No!
God, that's pretty horrible.
How loud?
Well, at its peak,
Yep.
125.2. Oh, wait a minute. You don't know. You're the first to go.
125.
Let's do this.
You've been there.
Okay, in 3, 2...
Go!
Don't look so bloody surprised.
125.2 to beat.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
He got the hang of it.
What's my score?
Why don't we just go? Come on, James, we've got to go.
Yeah.
He got the hang of it.
What's my score?
Why don't we just go? Come on, James, we've got to go.
Yep, moving on.
What was it?
Oh, I've wiped it.
No, you haven't.
It was 12.
Come on, what was... Why have I got this on my face? What was
It
it?
was 128, so just 2.8 more than me.
So more.
Yes.
Hold that.
Why?
Please just hold that.
Oh, I hate the victory dance. I hate the victory dance.
Good, right, let's
How
move
much
on.
is your car? How much?
Here we go! Get a bloody move on.
Fastest racetrack in Europe. So that's where I took.
Hurry up!
It's called the 720S, and from any angle and in every detail, it's simply sensational.
Down to the way.
Gotta keep the pressure on. Oh, for God's sake.
Naught to 60 takes just 2.8 seconds.
We're off. Unleash the beast. Oh, for God's sake.
to 60 takes just 2.8 seconds. Top speed is 212 miles an hour. Both those numbers walloping the efforts of the Italians.
There we go! Everything is bigger in this car. Even the price, 208.
Get a bloody move on.
Staggering!
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my God.
However, although they've gone nuts with the styling and the engine, the 720 is still very much a McLaren.
By that, I mean...
Let's do this.
And
Hurry up!
It's light. Overall, they've lost about 18 kilograms.
Let's do this.
Traction control, I think we'll go for all of it. Lots of drift available. Go, go, go!
finished your slide fest, you can switch back to comfort mode and settle down for a relaxing cruise.
That's the thing that stands out about this car. It's everything in one. You want speed, you get speed. You want comfort, you get comfort. You want to lose tyre rubber, help yourself. You want boot space.
Move on.
Honestly, I don't know.
Hurry up!
Hello and welcome.
Here we go!
But for some extraordinary... Get out of the way. Why's your car up there?
Well, because that's where the boat...
Here we go!
Right, go, May. Go, go, go. Give it a yap.
3, 2, 1, away!
What is that?
It's got 49 horsepower, it's going to ruin it. Get the...
Sure. Right, go, May. Go, go, go. Give it a yap.
3, 2, 1.
What is that?
It's got 49 horsepower, it's going to ruin it. Get
Can
the
we find a
Jeep.
small dog instead to tow it?
That is presumably a pickup truck. Yes?
Yes, you've
And
guessed.
four-wheel drive?
Yes.
Right. Why don't you go out there, cut away the polythene bag, and drive it out using the engine?
It's a good idea. Because what you don't do when you drive a car is use the engine in someone else's car. Use the one in your own car.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, it wouldn't start.
No.
So, after getting brained by the waves for a while, he waded ashore again and came up with a harebrained scheme where the Fiat would be an anchor and the Jeep a tug.
3, 2, 1, go. Hammond, you moron!
Well, I couldn't do anything. I got no steering. I was
Why didn't you tell us?
I was yelling on the radio. You pulled me
This
from a
family has
building.
loved this car since 1991, and you turn up from bloody Wales or North America or wherever it is you've been, and you've already ruined it.
Listen, it's been a bit of a cluster thing. We need to work it all out. We need communications properly organised.
What is
You
that?
need to-
That?
It's my ladder.
You bought something you can't get into or out of without a ladder.
It's very high up.
So far, Hammond's pickup had wrecked everything on the beach and all my cameras and cost us 10 hours. So we told him to shut up again and get it working. And once he'd done that,
Yeah!
we headed into Cartagena to buy some cameras.
Right, this Jeep Wrangler hardtail cost £8,000, and absolutely everything on it works.
I think it's going to be ideal, though, for wildlife photography because it's four-wheel drive, it's a Jeep. So I could use it to track a snow leopard. It's got a 4-litre straight 6, so I could keep up with a diving eagle. And of course, no roof, fold-down windscreen, so a 360-degree field of fire for the camera. Drive carefully. Whoops.
Let me fill you in a bit on my 1998 Chevy CK Silverado. It's a full-size American pickup that's been made a bit bigger with a lift kit and modifications that I'll tell you about later. I have four-wheel drive, high and low ratios. That and this massive lift kit, I can go anywhere. No animal's going to stay away from my lens. Probably most wildlife photographers use things like this anyway. You don't see it, you know, on the telly with Attenborough and stuff, because, well, this is behind the scenes. This is how they get there. The lift kit added to this car by the previous owner has not improved the steering or handling or ride.
Now we're alone, viewers, let me tell you a little bit about my car. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's just a Fiat Panda, and they're in South America, they're bound to be going over difficult terrain, yes, yes, yes. But let me tell you this, what you need for serious off-roading is smallness and lightness. That's what I've got. This is a tiny car, it weighs 780 kilograms, a quarter of what Hammond's stupid monster truck weighs. Go! Now, if you compare this with the original Series 1 Panda, it has a four-wheel drive system made in Austria, very dependable, slightly raised ride height, but the same engine does have inclinometers on it, so that I can see when I'm about to fall over. It all works, the lights work, the hazards work, the fan, the cooling system, all the instruments, the windows and the automatic mirrors, it's all perfect, apart from the bit that Richard Hammond damaged.
Soon we arrived at the really rather beautiful walled city of Cartagena. Eventually, having got our shopping done, we met up for a camera show and tell. And once again, Hammond had gone completely over the top.
This is a 50mm prime, really fast, beautiful lens. Then I've got another harness, so that's for the actual camera. Importantly, of course, camera body, very good one.
Well remembered.
And most importantly of all, telephoto lens.
Shall I show you what I've got?
Yes?
I haven't bothered with any of that. I've just gone for the telephoto, not one of yours, but that. This is all I've got. That's all you need.
Well, that is literally it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Well, are you going to photograph animals in this country? It's a lot of glass.
Clear this away, let me show you what I've got.
Right.
That is a camera.
If we'd been tasked with photographing somebody's 21st birthday party...
Perfect.
Welcome to 2018. Everything you've got in all that kit that you've just shown us is in there.
Show me your zoom lens.
Behold the
What,
lens.
is it a cold day?
Behold the zoom. The woman in the shop said this camera takes good pictures. That's enough for me.
Keen to get
Get out of the way. James, move, you're in my shot. I'm gonna get further away.
Oh, Christ, I've got a macro on. Stay. Pigeon. Don't scare it.
Get out of the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I annoying
Yes,
you?
you are.
Well, yes,
You
what
can't
do to
possibly
me?
need to be that close. Hello, horsey.
Eventually, we got into the groove.
Got it.
Look at my pigeon.
And after just 20 minutes, we met up to celebrate a job well done.
Yeah, I've
So
got
like,
a dog.
you've got that horse one.
I've got the
Have you
pigeon looking gormless.
I think haven't we pretty much done
A
it?
number of dogs and a number of horses.
Which
and
I-
the spider's the spider had gone, but I've got the whole of the spider. That's habitat.
You've got where the spider lived.
That's habitat.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
That's what they want.
Chaps, we have a message here from Mr. Willman.
What does he want?
It's bad news, I'm afraid. Amazon don't just want pictures of pigeons, dogs and flies. They want interesting stuff as well. They insist the following must be included: a condor, a spectacled bear, a jaguar, and a hippopotamus. And they must be wild, you can't just go to a zoo.
Hippopotamus. You don't get those here.
They didn't have them here, did
In
they?
Africa.
Well, how are we going to do that then?
How the hell are we going to get a picture of a hippopotamus in South America?
Well, you've got a really long lens.
Well, I know, but I happen to be on a very tall
No
mountain
reach
to
to
see
Africa.
Africa. Well, I'll tell you what we're not going to see lumbering by here.
The next day, armed with our new and more challenging instructions, we decided to make an early start. We continued onwards, acutely aware that so far our mission was not going well.
What photographs have we got between us so let's do this.
And why don't you pull alongside your colleague in his, let's be honest, 1 litre Fiat Panda with your 7.4 litre monster truck, and let's see who's got the slowest car, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Richard Trailer Trash Trump Hammond has been beaten, and beaten big time, bigly.
I mean, I don't want you to take this personally or anything, Hammond, but your truck must be utter garbage.
Absolute garbage.
You wait, this thing will come into its own soon and you'll be left gasping.
I'm longing to see the environment where that comes into its own.
Since the Jaguars weren't going to be in built-up areas, we ploughed deep into the jungle, along a dirt path that was once a railway built by the British.